It's time to find out what will happen if I mix a large quantity of super glue mixed with a large quantity of super glue catalyst. Super glue is a brand name for a type of cyanoacrylate glue. I'm just gonna say super glue because it's easier. And this right here is gonna be tied for the largest bottle of it I've ever seen. Normally it's coming in those tiny little squeeze tubes. It's got like 6 drops in there. This has 2 cups of super glue. So does this. So that's a lot of super glue. This stuff is great. It's amazing. It glues all sorts of stuff together, but sometimes it doesn't cure very quickly and you gotta like hold stuff forever while it's curing. That's really annoying. Today we're gonna try a few different things that make super glue cure way faster, and I'm not entirely sure they'll all be safe. You can get this type of glue in a number of different thicknesses. This is just about the thinnest stuff. It's really no thicker than water. I'll pour some out on the plate so you can see. One of the ways to make super glue catalyze faster is by mixing it in with a fine powder. And I've tried this with a number of different powders, and one that I like to use is cinnamon, partly just because it smells really good. So I'm gonna pour out a bunch of cinnamon onto this plate, and then I'm gonna add a bunch of super glue to it and start mixing it up. And at some point, it's all just gonna start catalyzing all at once. This is wild. So it starts out as just this paste. Just watch what happens to that paste in a couple seconds. As the powder starts triggering the reaction, the super glue starts heating up. That's what all the steam and smoke you saw coming off there was. And now this is basically just a lump of cinnamon plastic. Like it's also glued to the plate, unsurprisingly, since I just poured a bunch of glue on it. It's also very warm, which is kind of nice because it's a little chilly out here today. Let's do it again. Let's get this all mixed in. Start clumping it together. Starting over here. I think it was a little more liquid over here. Let's see how long it takes to spread into the rest. There it goes. Let's get one more little pile of it here. I think the reaction is a little more visible if it's a little more wet. Over here it was pretty dry. So let's just leave that one just like that. Solid. Just for a second before I move on to the next experiment, I do want to thank Swedish beauty tech brand Foreo for partnering with me on this video. Stick with me here for just a bit. I know not a lot of guys spend a ton of time and effort on skincare, but this could be great for you, or if you're looking for a gift for a significant other. I am getting older and I'm past the point where I really should have started taking care of my skin, but it's never too late to start paying attention to important stuff. Foreo is a beauty tech / wellness tech company with a really cool product line of stuff to help care for your skin. This is all professional type care and beauty devices for home use. All right, I know most of my audience is guys. I have the statistics, I've looked at them. I know most of the people watching this are guys and you think, oh, I don't need it, not skincare stuff is for me. Guys, we have skin too. You gotta take care of it, it's gonna get bad. And if you've got a girlfriend, a wife, someone you'd like to get a nice gift for, this makes a fantastic gift. This is the UFO 2, and it actually has a bunch of really cool features designed to bring spa-type treatments right into your home. It helps skincare products penetrate deeper than just the surface layer of your skin to really help nourish your skin, to reduce puffiness, and to shrink the size of your pores. So we've got a link down in the description. This is the UFO 2, but it's not the only thing they've got. They've got a bunch of different tools designed to help keep your skin healthier and happier and better just all around. Go check it out, you won't be disappointed. All right, on to our next test. So moisture can also be a trigger to make super glue harden, turn into a plastic, polymerize. But just putting it into plain water isn't a terribly fast reaction. So this right here, this is just some room temperature water from my faucet. Let's see what happens if I squirt in a little bit of super glue. Huh. Bunch of little glue beads form and fell to the bottom. There's also a sort of skin on the top. It's kind of gross. A little bit. So that's what happens to super glue in regular water, but this cup is full of pretty warm water and I just added some borax. With the borax added into that water, it's a little bit cloudy, and to make it so that the super glue is more visible, I'm actually going to add something to it. So just pouring some off into a cup here. Never pour large quantities of super glue into containers that you like, or near containers that you like, or near furniture or houses or people that you like. Yeah. This is an alcohol-based ink, and I'm just going to use it to add a little bit of color into the super glue so that we can see it when it mixes with things. I'm going to use this syringe to suck up a bunch of that super glue, and then hopefully before the syringe seals up with super glue on the inside, I'm going to squirt it into our warm borax solution. Let's see what that does. Here we go. So it's a little bit faster of a reaction than when it gets poured into the cool, non-borax water. Look at that. Looks like some weird sea life. I don't know about you, but I thought that was a lot of fun, so I think we should scale it up. First, just a quick little test. It's not any bigger than the last one, just to see borax and hot water mixture is working the same. Here we go. A couple drops. Yep, that's looking good. Yeah, pretty much just the exact same thing. All right, I'm going to try and do one full syringe all at once. That was pretty fun. Let's do it again in a different color. So hot water with borax in it will make superglue catalyze and polymerize into a plastic, but it's not what it's intended for. So just at a small scale, let's see what happens if I add a little bit of catalyst sprayed onto some liquid superglue. And it's solidified. Oh, that was pretty cool. Fun little, you can see it absolutely activated the superglue. It's all dry, hard, plastic, whatever now. As always, a huge thank you shout out to our supporters on Patreon. If you're interested in joining that, the link is down in the description. Our catalyst, which this particular brand adds like a cotton candy scent to it, so that's nice. Oh my gosh. I think should I add some color to the glue? All right, we've got catalyst, we've got dyed green super glue. Let's do this. Brilliant! I don't know if that's glue or catalyst at the top, honestly. This is still doing great things. Ha! Is it just like water from the excess amount of steam that suddenly formed in one spot? Ha! How crazy was that?